Hey everybody, it's Eric again, back in the garage. We're gonna take another crack at this fuse relay box today. Thanks for everybody's comments on this thing I created last time. This was kind of a test piece and didn't work out all that great. I think I have a better idea of how to do this. Someone commented that there's a tab that goes here that you can use, which I didn't really pay attention to last time. Well, what happened there? But I should have. So there's a little tab that sticks out right there. So if I make one of these where that thing goes down like that and then kind of has a piece that sticks out right there, I can grab onto that tab. So what I'm going to try and do instead of this is put a bend right here, like a 90-degree that comes out, instead of hollowing out the center, which just makes it really weak. So this will be full, but then it has to be bent to fit around that thing. I'll experiment with this one first, since this one's a lost cause anyway, and then we'll take it from there and see how that looks. Alright, so in case anybody didn't know this and it wasn't obvious, I am terrible at fabrication with stuff like this. Just never really done it. But anyways, here's the bend that I was talking about. I did that as a test. That's not quite enough. It's a 1/10 of an inch on the back there. It's not quite enough, so I'm doing this one a little bigger. So start with that bend, then I marked where I want to bend that one, and I don't really know the best way to do this. How did I do this last time? I think I did it like this. So I'll put this in to, of course it's too long, but I'll put that into my mark there and then bend this thing over and try and see if I can get that on camera. Alright, so we've got that on the bottom line there. I just kind of tap, tap, tappy. Vise is not very secure here. Something like that. Let's see, that's not particularly straight, but looks like it'll do. Okay. Alright, so that didn't end up being as much of a bend as I wanted. Should have gone to the bottom of the line, not the top of the line, but try to remember that next time. So now same thing, we're going to cut out that little square hole there, and we'll go to the bottom of this edge here, and this is 0.64 on a side. And if I did that correctly, this edge right here will catch that tab that sticks out and keep it from popping back up. We'll see. Like I said, I may not have made that deep enough, so I may have to tweak that. But I can flatten this back out and then bend it out a little more if I need to. Yeah, let's give it a try. Alright, so got that. I cut that hole a little too deep this way, so from the top of this thing to where the tab is going to have a little slop in it. I don't think it matters because this thing is going to be pulled down this way, locking it down, so the thing can't really move down from where it is. But anyway, so now I need to cut some kind of relief like this so that I can slide it over. So I've got to notch these out right here, but leave that center part in. So one of these very frustrating things is I bought a set of little mini files for this job and no idea where they went. So to start with here, I just drilled a couple holes out there, and now I got to try and find something I can go in there and clean those up with. I just don't have a file that's small enough to get in there. I do, I just don't know where they are. I'll keep digging around. Maybe I threw it in the box with the gas tank or something, I don't know. But if I can't find that, it's kind of hard because I just don't really have anything small enough to get in there other than just taking a drill bit and hogging it out, which sucks. Alright, here's what we ended up with. So I drilled these guys out, and then I had a couple of little Dremel things. This one's pretty much obliterated. This guy that I could get down in there, but ultimately ended up using a drill bit to go in there and clean that out. Of course, as it turns out, this tab doesn't need to be as wide as it was, so I could open that up so it'll make it easier. I can take the saw and cut this out here. And then this thing ended up actually being too long, which is good because I had to bend it out because I had to clear the box coming down, right? So it can't be all the way back like I had it. So let me show you how it fits. It's a pretty nice fit, actually. Like I said, that little tab has to stick out just to the right spot right there. So then that slides down and click. So there you go. It's got a little bit of slop to it, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be pulled down anyway. So I'm going to clean up the outside of this a little bit here, around these corners off a little bit, and then I've got to figure out exactly where I'm going to mount this and then how many of these I need. I'm probably going to do 2, maybe one here, maybe one up in here somewhere, I don't know. Then I'm going to try and use that mounting bolt up at the top. So it'll be anchored up here, here, and then one of these over here somewhere. I'll figure out which one's the best one. But yeah, it turned out kind of nice. It's not all that easy to get off with one hand, but there we go. All right, clean it up. Then I got to make one more of these at least. All right, so this is going to be a little tricky here, but I think I want this somewhere around here. So I took a piece of all thread here, ran it through there, marked it down where it hits the inner fender well there. So I'm going to put that hole in first, and then get this sort of tied down, and then go look around, like see how I want to angle it, and then figure out where the other things are going to go. I think this is an okay place here in terms of not hitting the tire. I don't think it's going to really have any possibility of making a lot of contact up and through this area. We have these bolts coming through. The rubbing points are going to be out here somewhere, I hope. So hopefully this area here doesn't have any issues. I took the tire off here so that I could get it in there so I don't drill a hole in my tire. So let me start with that hole and we'll go from there. All right, so we have this here. I kind of taped it in there where I think it looks okay. It's low enough that it's going to clear the hood and everything. It's not too close to the exhaust. I'm trying to kind of line it up over here. Sorry for the glare. So it's kind of lined up straight with the engine. I think that looks okay. We'll see. And so I measured from the top of that tab down. It's about 1.9 inches. So I'm going to bend that thing over to 1.9 inches, and that'll pull it down a little bit and cinch it. And that'll probably hold it. That's probably all I need, but we'll see. We'll get that one done and we'll take it from there. All right, so that's the 1.9 inch mark there. So we're going to bend this guy over that way. I think we can bend it right on that line. It'll be okay because 1.9 is a little tight. So we'll do that. Yep, that seems to fit pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and put should I go for a triangle here? Or keep it kind of squarish? Not sure. Choices. I think I'm going to go for a sort of triangle shape here. I just eyeballed a couple of patterns here. So I'll go this wider one on the outside. So I'll get a little bit proud here, and I can use the files to try and get it closer to shape. All right, well, I take it back. I think I am pretty good at fabricating these things. That came out pretty nice. I got the drills hold there. Drills hold there? The holes drilled there. I don't like the top, it's going to sag a little bit. I need something to kind of push it up from the bottom. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be okay. It won't be a nice right angle up there probably, but that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and paint it, see how it looks. Well, we're not having a lot of luck with the spray paint, but it is like 56 degrees out here, so let that dry. I'll stick it on the car, see how it looks. All right, there we go. I'll turn the lights off in there because it's too much glare. Get an idea of what that looks like. I think that's pretty good. It's pretty stable. I can still cinch it down a little bit here. And this is not super tight here either, but yeah, it looks pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I don't know if I need another one. It doesn't feel like it wants to go anywhere, but it can slide around a little bit up top here, so I don't know, maybe it could stand another one right up here or something, but I think that's probably good enough. We'll get an idea later if it moves around too much. I'll get this out of here. It looks good. Yeah, I like it. So I got to get those wires all tucked up under there, get all the power harness and everything set up in there. Not exactly sure how I'm going to route some of that stuff, but most of that stuff's going to get tucked up under there. You won't see it. Yeah, so that's coming along nice. I need to figure out a similar strategy over here for the fan relays and stuff. I was thinking originally of some kind of metal L bracket thing that goes in here, because I've got to get the vapor canister down here and then the relays. So something that kind of cinches down here, maybe here. I don't know, we'll see. Cross that bridge next. But that looks pretty good. I'm super chuffed with how well that came out. I kind of took some of the paint off here when I put it on. I didn't really wait long enough for it to dry, but I'd say that looks very nice. I'm happy. All right, that's going to do it. I feel like I'm doing Chef Tush power hours out here. I'm not really spending a lot of time, but spent a couple of hours out here today. That's not too bad. Getting good. This is probably the last video before Christmas, so Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate Christmas, and Happy Holidays to everybody else. We will see you just after Christmas, probably on the next one. Hope everybody has a good break. Hope some of you get some time off. Hope everybody's healthy as, you know, troubling times. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Take care, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one. See you.